They gave us the Monopoly game in 1935 because it is a direct representation of what the major companies were doing around this time. They were monopolizing or downsizing the number of distributors. Then came along the Waltons 30 years later, starting what we know today as Walmart. Walmart eventually became the bully on the block with its pricing and marketing, and it forced competitors around to shut down, and those who didn't immediately shut down were bought out, and the heads of those stores joined the Walmart umbrella.
Macy's, JCPenney, GameStop, all announcing store closures in recent weeks. Sears says it isn't even sure it'll be around by next year. The news about retail got me wondering, are we seeing the end of malls?
I will keep it clear and cut with you. Walmart is working hand in hand with the heads of the New World Order to initiate a plan to totally control the world. In this video, I will show you how hundreds upon hundreds of Walmarts are shutting down due to so-called plumbing issues, and they are turning these Walmarts into holding facilities, headquarters, fighting pits, and some into new age libraries where they will be basically rewriting history. If we become solely dependent upon these conglomerates, what happens when they decide to stop sending us food?
Economic growth slowed sharply in the fourth quarter of last year to just 0.7%, down from 2% in the third quarter. Walmart laid off about 10,000 workers this month as it closed 154 stores in 27 states. Many of them were the only place to buy groceries.
See in there, completely empty. Completely empty in there.
That clearly DHS is there and doing things, and very odd things. Even creating tunnels underneath the ground from Walmart to who knows where, right? These type of states, and clearly something's going on here. This isn't rocket science. I mean, that footage was kind of disturbing. Some of those things, particularly seeing all those military vehicles, helicopters, military personnel. Yeah, it just seems a little strange, right?
Walmart announces it's going to close 269 stores worldwide, 154 of them in the United States. Among them, 3 Sam's Club warehouse stores in our area will be closing. That's Seekonk, Warwick, and Fall River. It is going to impact 10,000 workers in this country.
These are the Walmart store closings in blue. Okay, and understand that these closings are going to decimate the small towns around these Walmarts. Okay, and the thing is, it's going to cause their property values to go down because there's going to be unemployment. The small companies that are in this area will be going under, and the land is going to be very cheap. And this is just another part of the land grab because Walmart is a member of the CFR. This area where they want to build a superhighway, and one reason they want to build a superhighway, and this is the important fact, is that they want to build a superhighway. Let's go back to the picture, so that they can unionize Canada, the United States, and Mexico. And if, like they did in the European Union, once they unionize Canada and Mexico, or Canada and South America with the United States, they're going to have to rewrite the Constitution.
No, let me go and see this for myself. So it was a shock, a big shock.
Fanny Dennis was one of a dozen shoppers turned away at the doors Tuesday. While she's worried about where she'll get her groceries, city leaders are worried about what they'll do with these huge empty buildings.
We are very, very disappointed and very frustrated.
4 grocery stores will shut down within a 5-mile radius by the end of January.
We don't buy groceries either. There is something interesting happening here that we need to get to the bottom of.
They gave me a quarter of a kilo. I stood in line the whole lovely day, and they gave me a quarter of a kilo. Do you believe that? Fuck. Give me that. Give me that.
Look at that. This guy's out here working behind the Walmart. What are they doing? Looks as if they're digging holes.
No, and they say it's nothing but plumbing though. That's bullshit. There ain't no plumbing.
Walmart locations across the nation closed their doors for good. 2 right here in the Valley.
Come back in tonight. Right now, more than 100 Walmart stores across the country are getting ready to close their doors for good.
One of them is the Supercenter in Fairfield.
2016 is starting off rough for retail giant Walmart. The big box store is closing 269 stores and laying off more than 16,000 employees. 10,000 of those employees work in the United States. Walmart is closing 150 stores domestically, including 7 locally.
It's very critical. They keep closing all the stores everywhere.
Kind of sad because, you know, the other one's really far.
It's one of 7 locations closing down across Southern California, from Altadena to Hawaiian Gardens.
I mean, basically, you got an underground roadway system here that runs all the way to Maine, to Washington, D.C., to Colorado. It's fully stocked. It runs completely underground.
And they've built these tunnel systems all under the country. And what do they intend to do with these tunnel systems? Well, they're going to be multi-purpose, of course. You know, they've got cities under there, but the biggest thing is you know, they were getting exposed about having FEMA camps above ground.
As far as the migrants coming across the border, those were only workers they were using to build the wall. While the adults were building the wall, they had their children in one of the Walmart camps in Casa Padre, training them to take the oath as U.S. soldiers. They were all chipped, and now they all belong to the U.S.
If Walmart's closings in Brazil are any indication of what's coming, then America has much to be concerned about.
Why would you go to the expense of building a building and putting a store, and then all of a sudden, and they tell their employees they got 2 weeks?
Becoming one of the first Fortune 500 companies to employ RFID throughout its supply chain. Back in 2012 and 2013, Walmart brought Solo Health stations into their store and announced that they were a part of an Obamacare initiative. What very few people took note of was the machine's ability to scan RFID chipped.
We know the government has funded Walmart. We know that about Mark Cooper. He was on the board of FEMA. Now he's on the board for Walmart. for preparedness. And just, this is all documented now since 2006. Walmart shopping for subsidies. Watchdog Group's report says $1 billion in government subsidies have aided the retailer's expansion.
Now listen to this, and please, they are not making this up, but it says in each corner of the Walmart they are constructing 4 guard towers, or at least they look like guard towers. There's no question what I'm seeing here.
Strangely enough, we have found that all the closed Walmarts are very close to railway lines, access points.
I haven't eaten like this in years.